gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Café, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site, the coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
Olá, estou fazendo mais um vídeo de Eleanor. E, bom, parece que hoje vamos investigar um atropelamento. E sobre a DLC, uma coisa que eu acabei... que você quer, moço? Sobre a DLC que eu fiz no último vídeo, acabei não concluindo, mas eu acho que ela é uma boa DLC pra você jogar se você compra o jogo completo. Tipo, que já vem com todas as DLCs, mas comprar ela separadamente é meio... Porque a maioria das DLCs traz um caso hiper apelativo, assim, ou umas cenas de tiroteio, e que nossa, mas aquela é meio fraca. Então não é do tipo de DLC que é legal comprar separada, mas se ela vier com o jogo, tá ótimo.
Looks like the DA is gonna press charges. And Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffers enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes conviction.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How you do that?
I'll give him something better.
E vocês acabaram de ver que eles falaram do caso anterior, né? Aí você fica, ué, mas e se a pessoa não tem a DLC? Esse diálogo aparece também. Esse é o jeito que fizeram na Noire de fazer propaganda pra DLC. Eu achei isso muito, muito legal.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here, dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar, name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Phelps? You should take a look at the body. The poor guy didn't stand a chance.
Landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
No começo do caso nem teve nenhum... vida do Phelps, né? Que sempre começa o caso com uns desses. E nenhum comentário sarcástico do Becaus, que tava esperando o comentário sarcástico. Olha, uma carteira com dinheiro. Meio sujinho de sangue, mas acontece. Não é todo dia que se vê uma carteira com dinheiro, né? A última carteira que eu revistei não tinha dinheiro. Agora um comentário nada a ver. Tá vendo ali a data de emissão e a data de vencimento da carteira de motorista?
We can notify next of kin.
Então, é 1 ano de validade. Então, tipo, os caras... Eu acho que isso é uma coisa da época. Ou se for assim, coitado dos americanos. Porque, tipo, você tem que renovar a carteira todo ano. Seguro de vida? Por que o cara tá com uma carta do seguro de vida no bolso? Isso é tão conveniente. Ok. Então eles aumentaram o pacote do seguro de vida dele bem recentemente. 5 de janeiro foi quando a gente investigou o caso do Adrian. E os casos nesse jogo são bem próximos um do outro. E tem um jeito que eu descobri recentemente de saber que dia que está se passando o caso. E... isso de 16 mil dólares, hoje em dia você deve pensar meio... 16 mil dólares é tipo, todo mundo tem. Mas 16 mil dólares nessa época era... acho que 4 vezes mais do que vale hoje. Lembram da série do Red Dead? Lembra que 15 dólares foi mó... Nossa, 15 dólares pagar uma cirurgia. Nessa época, esse jogo se passa 30 anos depois do Red Dead, por aí.
Madison has life insurance.
E esse seguro tem cara de ter sido um bom investimento, hein?
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Ok. Não deve ser um caso muito difícil, é só perguntar para as testemunhas e papum.
Body traveled a good 20 feet. This blood is a long way from the body. The car must have been going like a bat out of hell. So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
E aí, fotógrafo, tem algum comentário?
Gangway, detective.
Nossa!
Careful where you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
Opa, perdão. Mas é só sangue, senhor. Nossa, a gente achou a arma do crime que matou o porco no outro caso. Ah não, mataram com um cano.
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
E sabe o que eu acho mais misterioso nesse caso?
She's all yours, detective.
O nome do estabelecimento é Café do Ray, mas não tem ninguém chamado Ray nesse caso. Não tem ninguém chamado Ray no jogo inteiro. Então eu acho que essa é a coisa mais misteriosa do jogo inteiro.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Ok.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Ô louco, se fosse eu nem ia saber, assim, ia falar, era um carro vermelho. Ia ter que procurar a cidade inteira por um carro vermelho. Mas isso aí ajudou pra caramba.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first 3 letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Nossa, só isso que ela descreveu já dá pra super encontrar o cara já. Esse caso tá já
Tell
fechou.
me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were 2 voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Ah, tá. E essa cara de criança que fez alguma coisa errada?
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things are pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Então, o negócio que eu falei pra saber a data que esse caso se passa é só ver a data no jornal aqui. Ali, bem debaixo do nome do jornal. No caso, esse caso. Redundante. No caso, esta fase se passa no dia 11. Eu sei porque é 3 horas da manhã e nenhum jornal imprime de madrugada, né? Quer dizer, deve imprimir de madrugada, mas não entrega de madrugada assim, instantâneo já as notícias do dia.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can unfortunately be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. If we can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
Então, lembrando, só para recapitular, o Sheldon pediu para esse cara ir tratar do amigo dele e ele já começou a tratar, como deu para ver no último jornal que a gente pegou, que foi no caso do Adrian.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson home.
Não se chama Ray. E o dono do bar se chama Leroy. Talvez Leroy virou Ray, Ray, mas aí seria Roy, não Ray. Então, mistério muito do obscuro esse aí.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Ah, tá.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but Not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
As caras.
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy.
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
Ok, isso tá com cheiro de historinha que eu iria ver em um livro de contos do Machado de Assis.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Quem sabe? Parece um mafioso falando. Oh, quem sabe? Eu faço o meu trabalho.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Ok. É engraçado que tá difícil de manter esse bar e os caras estão... O Lester e a... Lester? Lester? O Leroy e a Lorna estão falando de abrir um novo bar. Tá difícil de manter o que tem, eles estão pensando em abrir outro.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thank you.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
So this is why everybody comes to Ray's.
Ali está o joguinho de poker. Então agora a gente tem duas opções. A gente vai atrás do cara do carro, ou a gente vai terminar de ler a nossa historinha do Machado de Assis. Vamos terminar a historinha do Machado de Assis porque estamos precisando de fofoca para contar no trabalho.
Broadcasting since 1922.
So the wife was there when it happened, but then left the scene.
You're right. That's pretty unusual behavior.
She could be in shock. I saw some people do some strange things in the war after their wife.
Maybe she doesn't give a fuck. According to the patrons, her old man was a piece of work. You don't think, Phelps, the guy was run over. So it worked out well for this broad. So what? Maybe she deserved a captain.
All units in the vicinity, see the security guard at 459 there now at 536 South Figueroa. Unit to Hammer Code 2 identified.
Open your eyes!
Oh, deixa eu só ver quão longe é isso aí. Ah, é bem longinho, deixa pra lá. Mas esse caso de rua aí aparece é outra propaganda pro carro do cônsul. E nele aparece aquele velho do começo do caso, lembra? Eu nem lembro o nome. O Oswald. Ele mesmo, então. Aí você fica, ué, de onde eu conheço esse cara? Que cara é esse? É do caso anterior. Quatro da manhã. Vamos lá, coletar intriguinha aqui de casal.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Opa.
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here,
I
and
beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Esse caso tá me lembrando um pouco do conto do Machado de Assis, A Cartomante, só que o final é o oposto do final da Cartomante. Que eu tenho certeza que você não leu, e supondo que você não viu o final desse caso, estamos quites. Não dei spoiler de nada.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Nossa, mas que coincidência.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna. It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
Oh, pesado. Que bela utilidade que ele tem da esposa dele, né?
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Esse olhando assim pro lado, nossa, eu vou sair correndo daqui.
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Pequenino, como assim? E aquela carta do seguro super hiper conveniente que você aprimorou o pacote tipo semana passada?
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, Crack games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit and run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Seria meio falta de educação usar o telefone dela agora. Então, não. Não, mas eu tenho outra hora pra mexer esse telefone. Agora eu tenho que ir atrás do motorista, porque o motorista deve estar na outra cidade já, que vocês viram a velocidade que o cara chegou, né? O corpo tava lá longe de onde ele foi acertado. O cara não deve ter parado em farol nenhum depois daquilo. Ah. Não, pera. Aqui é onde o Lester mora e aqui é onde o motorista mora. Os caras são vizinhos, o vizinho dele atropelou ele praticamente. E aí está o carro. Ou melhor, a arma do crime.
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Opa, valeu. Eu acho que eu acabei de ganhar umas roupas aqui.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Ah não, eu larguei a mala no chão. Que desperdício. Eu preciso descobrir como uso o freio de mão, porque recentemente, jogando no Xbox, eu descobri como facilita muito você usar o freio de mão na perseguição. Opa.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. No wonder he killed someone driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
Opa. E aí? Eu desisto. O motor do cara já era, nem tem. Ai, eu pedi dica pro cara sem querer. Ei, colega.
Hands behind your head.
Phelps teleportou pro outro lado do carro.
Vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton.
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
You think Mal is done with the autopsy? Better call it in and check, Phelps. Between the driver and the widow, I say we start dealing with the facts.
Esse homem e essa mulher estavam perto dele e não estavam nem aí, né? Pelo que deu pra gente ver.
Phelps, badge 1247.
detective.
You don't see that every day.
Are there any messages for me?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks for your help.
That price is outrageous. Hey, isn't it the cop who...
Bem, a gente já tem certeza que a Lorna matou ele, assim. Se você ignorar que o cara foi atropelado, a gente vê que a Lorna tá muito legal com essa ideia. E o motorista ali tava perdidão quando atropelou o cara, então... Melhor ver o que o Caraders concluiu.
Oh, I wish I could afford that. We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness. Let's bring her in.
You are a modest
Ok.
with much to be modest.
E era só o que me faltava. Opa, não é pra esse lado. E aquela conquista que eu acabei de ganhar, você ganha quando você encontra a faca na cena do crime na sua primeira investigada. Agora, se você não encontrou a faca lá, não tem problema. Porque tem 2 jeitos de fazer esse caso e os 2 você ganha 5 estrelas, quer dizer, se você fizer tudo certinho. Mas mesmo se você não encontrar a faca ali, você vai ganhar 5 estrelas porque o jogo te dá a chance de encontrar a faca agora. Se você não encontrou a faca naquela hora, assim que você consulta ali o legista, ele fala, foi assassinato, alguma coisa do tamanho de uma baioneta perfurou ele. Aí você volta lá pro Café do Ray para investigar de novo. Então, não se preocupa se você não achou a faca na primeira, porque o jogo te dá a oportunidade de achar a faca de novo e você não vai ter nenhum tipo de penalidade. É até interessante jogar o caso pelos 2 pontos de vista, porque muda bastantinho o final.
Spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice of
jury.
you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear, telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up!
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to do
You
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's
Lorna?
a crazy man. Shoot him. Shoot him, for God's sake!
It's too
Ou... Agora não tem saída. Joga.
Stop or I will shoot!
Lester could be a heel, but that's a lousy way for anyone to go out.
Não, tipo, o cara para assim, quando ele dá tiro.
So, I give you a hit and run, you bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
E é precisamente por esse comentário do chefe, do Phelps, que eu adoro esse capítulo com Phelps no departamento de tráfego. Porque todo caso começa com uma coisa e termina com outra. Começa com uma coisa pequenininha que você fala, é um roubo de carro, é um atropelamento, é um carro abandonado, tá, e daí? E depois o caso termina assim nossa, foi um assassinato, é o cara tentando fugir da esposa, E isso é muito legal, é isso que eu gosto nas histórias investigativas, esse plot twist que tem. Só o último caso nesse capítulo que começa lá, você começa a chegar na cena do crime, pergunta pra mulher, esse cara tentou me matar. E é esse cara aqui. E aí? O que você vai fazer com esse cara? E o caso, nem tem muito pra investigar nesse caso. Mas isso não importa, porque, né, faltam 2 vídeos pra chegar nesse caso, então... Antes de terminar o vídeo, vou mostrar o final alternativo.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
We wanted to give you the facts about the accident, ma'am.
I appreciate that, but I think I know most of them already, Detective. He was hit by a car, now he's dead. What more is there to tell?
Pardon me, but you don't appear to be too upset about it.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick together this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here, and
Beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Bom, então já deu pra ver umas mudanças durante o caso. O começo do interrogatório foi bem mais suave, foi bem mais... fluiu melhor, na minha opinião. E no final do interrogatório, o Leroy sai e fala, eu tenho que cuidar dos meus negócios. Então ele sai e vai lá pro bar. Então um interrogatório, uma perseguição e uma prisão errada depois...
of that car.
We could put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
So the hit and run was a cover-up?
I'd say he was stabbed twice at very close quarters. Both wounds thrusting upwards and then pushed in front of the car.
Easy, Tiger.
Clever, really. I almost missed it. But the trajectory of the wounds was all wrong if he was impaled by the hood ornament. Find the knife, detectives.
Yes, sir.
It all comes back to the crime scene. We need to hit Ray's one more time and trawl for evidence.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
Então, ora. Voltar para o café do Ray.
So there was some truth to Sheldon's cock and bull story after all.
He didn't stop, but he didn't kill Patterson either.
I'm no betting man, but I know I'd put all my chips.
The grieving widow and her shoulder to cry on.
Now all we need is a murder weapon.
E o maior mistério do caso, já que a gente já tá resolvendo esse caso pela segunda vez, com um final alternativo, o maior mistério continua. Quem é Ray? Faria mais sentido se fosse o café do Roy, assim. Ray deve ser o dono anterior. Ah, não faz sentido, tá? E aí, tiozão?
Lester could be a heel,
We just
but
wanted to check the crime scene over one
that's a
more
lousy
time,
way
Mr.
for anyone
Sabo.
to go out.
If that's all right.
Can you be quick about it? Cops are bad for business.
Really? We'll tiptoe, Sabo. You won't even notice us. All right, step by step, check every inch of ground.
Policiais são ruins pros negócios, e a legenda traduziu como bons. O que foi isso? Só porque a legenda desse jogo é boa. Ah, onde será que está a faca? Será que está neste telhado aqui? A última arma do crime que a gente teve que procurar, a gente achou em cima do telhado, não foi? Vai ver, ela está aqui. Oh, nem sinal de faca. Parece que acabamos de desperdiçar uma viagem. Talvez ela esteja no lugar mais inusual, tipo o lixo. Oh.
I'm sure Carruthers will confirm this as the murder weapon. Let's talk to Leroy. See him explain his way out of this.
E aí?
Leroy Sabo, you're under arrest for the murder of Lester Patterson.
Not gonna happen, fellas.
Eita!
Go! I'll bring the car around and head him off.
Cadê ele? Dá pra eu render ele?
Late, Sabo.
Ok. Vou ter que render ele. Porque eu não gosto de matar gente, né? E o cara tá com uma escopetona, velho. Então, nesse final, a Lorna não morre. A droga ele vai virar. Acho que agora eu vou ter que matar ele. Cadê ele? Ah. Nem a pau que eu vou ficar tentando mirar nele por entre os degraus, nem a pau. Oh. Acho que agora não vai mais se render. Não vai. Tem que matar ele. Poxa, que chato.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski. Have patrol pick up Mrs. Patterson.
So, I give you a hit and run, you bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Bom, eu achei que a pontuação ia cair porque eu matei o cara, mas aparentemente isso não afeta também. Então, como você pode ver, mesmo não encontrando a faca na primeira varrida pela cena, não afeta a sua pontuação, contanto que você acerte as perguntas e encontre as pistas, ok? Então é isso. Se você gostou, deixe seu like, compartilhe o vídeo com seus amigos e inscreva-se se não estiver inscrito. Muito obrigado por assistir.